Here we are.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, invited everyone. The biggest gift, the biggest.
He fucked that up, didn't he?
He
He
did.
fucked that up. Tell that up.
It be in my soul. Every single time.
Get the party started, DJ Des.
Come on, producer.
Well, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Welcome to Golden Girls Podcast. Thank you so much for being here today. I am your super producer, Destiny.
You all right over there, Des?
Hey, super
Lit.
producer.
So now, y'all,
Told on
I got
yourself.
so many things going on, and they didn't get me drunk. And listen, I don't know how this episode gonna go. I'm stressed, but we gonna
It's
make
gonna
it.
go great.
It's gonna be.
And look how
a
much,
great
look how much
episode.
is still. I got a
She
lot.
ain't even drink shit.
It's so bad.
A lot.
the person responsible should be ashamed.
Shame.
You.
Anyway, I hate this because okay. So you know what? Let me be honest though. I'm tired as hell, so that's why my tolerance is low because my body wasn't ready.
We just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go.
Get out.
What? Sometimes that's how I feel.
Get out.
That's hilarious.
No,
Okay. Oh dang. Well, it's too late. I can't do it now. Anyway, welcome to Go to Girls Podcast. This is your super producer Destiny, and I just want to thank everybody for being here today. Who else is here with me? Let's start with the lady in the big comfy chair.
Hey y'all, it's Missy. Nice to see y'all again. I ain't been on a few episodes. I missed being here, you know. I wasn't married, you know what I'm saying, so I ain't really belong on last month's episode. But I'm back in this bitch. It's coming. It's coming, but
Yes, it is. We gonna speak it into existence.
Hey man,
Closer than I
I hope he motherfucking watching.
he better be watching.
I hope he up to he work midnights. But regardless,
It's all right. We gonna replay it tomorrow for him.
I'm gonna replay it tomorrow for him. Don't you even worry. But yeah, so it's Missy. Nice to see y'all. Love y'all. I'm back in this bitch like I never left.
Per. Hey y'all, it's your co-host Britt Brand, aka your fave plus size model.
Hey,
Hey.
sis.
We missed you too.
Did you? I missed being on
Yeah.
here. I missed it. I'm happy to be back.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm back in this thing.
Yes. All right, who we got
Is it my
next?
turn? Oh, this is DJ. You know what? I feel like I'm on here a little too much.
Listen, went from I'm not coming on there till I'm on every episode.
I don't want to be on a podcast, Miss. You could never get me on the podcast, Miss. I didn't want to talk about nothing,
Yeah.
girl.
And I'm here
Girl, bye.
week
And look at
after
you now.
week
Dropping
after
knowledge.
Week, you
Mary
know.
telling the people how it is.
I
Look
try.
at you.
How y'all doing?
Yes, I love it. And then we also got my girl over here. I don't know if she gonna say anything, but you know, Michaela is always helping in the background. So you want to just
Shout out
tell
to
them,
Michaela
Hey,
keeping us
Michaela.
together.
Tell them,
Yes.
hey y'all, it's Michaela, aka KK.
Hey,
All right, so let's just roll right. Well, actually, before we roll right in, we definitely need to have a discussion about these Golden Girls cocktails today.
Let's not talk about it.
We gotta have a discussion about it today.
Let me say my piece before we even get into it.
Here we go.
Nope.
Here we go.
Because let me tell y'all something.
Is the pizza here? I'm hungry.
Yes, it is.
These bitches immediately tasted this drink
It's already here.
and assumed that Missy did it.
We need to pass
And
it
they
out.
listen, and ignore me because she don't want to say sorry. They assume Missy did it, and it really wasn't even me. I'm gonna let the person who made the drinks call themselves out. But I got blamed for some shit that I did not do. So we drunk, and it ain't my fault.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so I made the drinks, right? So okay, I'm not the person that should be making the drinks. So
Obviously not.
so today, you know,
The drinks
Never
still out because
again.
what if
Bring
it's the
the
best
hot sauce,
episode we ever have? Then maybe she needs to make the drinks every week. Y'all don't
so
even
I
know.
made
No.
margaritas. Right?
Is this what this is called?
Yeah, it's a margarita.
I thought it was a
not
cup
right.
full of alcohol.
This is tequila with a splash
With some
of
strawberry.
If y'all can't hang, just say that.
Right,
Don't do me.
Exactly.
You lit
'Cause you
over
over
there
here
too.
too.
As a motherfucker, y'all hear me? I'm trying to hold on to this paper like, okay.
This is the only way
okay.
y'all gonna get me talking.
Looking at this little program, like,
this is
all right,
what
I'm
we
gonna get
got.
through this. All right.
Okay, so what's in it? Because you talking about margarita.
It's,
I'm skeptical, bro.
I'm very skeptical.
Tequila.
This ain't a margarita.
a lot of tequila.
A lot of tequila.
A lot of
yeah, we
Full of
know that.
tequila.
Mainly tequila.
Mainly tequila.
Mostly tequila.
I like this effect. We need this one.
It is mostly tequila, and it is cherry lime.
I'm pissed.
But it's
She just
mostly
said tequila 7 times.
Exactly.
Like-
That's what I feel like.
And that's what it tastes like. And that's what it tastes
I feel like I got a cup full of tequila.
It gotta be a outtake.
Tequila.
It gotta be like tequila. Go to girls, what we drinking? Tequila.
Tequila.
Like tequila.
You're welcome.
We always got some shit with some tequila in it.
Very much so. Okay, so thank you, DJ, for the tequila with a splash of margarita.
And tequila on top.
With
Yes.
some tequila on top because she also brought shots in.
Had to top it off.
It's
top
it off.
That's
what?
That's why I'm about to go past my rule and we about to eat while we're recording because we have
Because
to.
we need something on our stomach.
We have to.
I need something on my stomach.
Have to.
See what happened when I make the drinks? We don't get starved to death when I make the drinks.
And
my
listen,
Lord.
and this might be a good episode because I'm on tip today.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and the topic for today is A1.
And I'm choosing violence. I'm swearing.
Not I'm choosing about it.
the
Mental health
violence.
check-in. Mental
All right.
health check-in, ladies. Let's move
Don't
over
check
to
me,
the
man. Right now,
mental.
I'm good.
Let's move over to the mental health check-in. So,
I like that.
I really like that effect. It's really nice.
how y'all doing? What you need? How you gonna get there? What's going on? Who wanna go first?
Maisha, you looked at me.
Missy, you go first.
Exactly. 'Cause you
I just introduced myself first.
Okay, Brittany, you go first.
okay.
How you doing? Mental health check-in. How you
I'm
doing?
all right. I'm here. You said what I need.
How are you? What do you need?
And
how are you?
Brittany-
And how are you going to get it?
I'm okay. I need 10 grand, and I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but we gonna get it.
Brittany, you're not being
But we
honest
gonna
on
get
this
it.
show.
Okay. Yes. Oh. You're not gonna do that to me because
You ain't got to tell the whole
I
thing.
called
Just
you
say
this
how,
morning with
just
my-
say how you feel.
I mean,
Listen.
Our audience
Because
needs it.
We
Like, 'cause
hold you accountable, baby. We gonna be here and support
You ain't got
but
to
you
tell them your business. Just tell them how you feel.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
I'm all right. Like I'm all right. I'm not good and I'm not bad. I'm all right.
Okay. Okay.
I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm in the middle. What do I need? A good 10 grand.
Shit.
How I'm gonna get there? We don't know, but we gonna figure it out. But I'm all right. Like today it started off kind of bad, but I called my girl Missy. I needed to vent, and she told me what I needed to do, and when I did it, I felt better. So we're good. We're all right now. We're good.
Getting out the house made you feel better too?
Yes, being here makes me feel 100% better.
Good.
Yeah, this is actually like
This is like our therapy.
It
like
is.
if don't nobody else know, this is our therapy. We look forward
yeah.
to our Thursday night.
Yeah, we do.
Shout out to our therapist /
Right.
super producer.
Super producer.
Yes.
Because she's every woman.
Yeah.
child.
It's all in her.
She's everyone.
They full of crap.
It's all in her.
Oh my god. Leave me alone, y'all. I appreciate now. Let me be honest. I appreciate y'all. Like I be watching y'all videos and like crying and stuff because I be like, oh my god.
What videos, just in case the audience don't know what videos you talking
Right.
about?
What
Oh,
videos?
real. Okay, so we have a group called the Golden Girls Yellow Heart Pink Heart, Yellow Heart.
On Facebook.
It's on Facebook. You got to look it up and make sure you add the Yellow Heart, the Pink Heart, and the Yellow Heart so you can find us. And in this group, it's just a big group of women who are being vulnerable, who being accepting, who being loving to each other, and just allowing us to have our experience. There's really no judging. It's not really any like specific like structure to it. So recently, all the co-hosts and hosts of Golden Girls podcast have kind of been going and basically taking a day of the week and really expressing themselves through a personal journey that they have. And so it's kind of been really amazing. Like example, I know Mondays is DJ does hashtag fuck mommy guilt.
Yes.
And it is by far amazing. Thank you so much, Michaela. It is it's amazing. So she does a video and she checks in and everybody kind of talks about how they feel and how they relate to it. And it's just becoming an amazing thing. Like Brittany is Depression Can't Win. And she has really been touching some people and people have been revealing things like, and you know, like really reaching out to her and building sisterhood through a Facebook group. So if you can, like, make sure you get on Facebook and you join it, because it's definitely just a space where women, especially black women, can be black women.
And vulnerable. Like your most vulnerable self. Like if you sick of life, if you just make a post and say you sick of life, a good 10 women will be like, girl, what's the matter?
It's the support.
Me too. It's the support for me.
It's the support.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know most of the women in there. I don't know.
Yep.
But it's support all the way around.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, it's the support all the way around.
And it's about 800 and about, last time I checked, it was 825.
It may be more now.
It's probably more now.
I love it. I love it there.
Love it.
So
my favorite group.
Definitely make sure you join. DJ just put it in the comments. If you are listening, I'm sorry because I do have food in my mouth because I'm starving y'all. But if you are listening, make sure you come over to our Facebook page, the Golden Girls Podcast, and look up what groups we are attached to, and that will definitely show up. So make sure you do that. Who just bit these? Missy.
I'm good.
Missy. Mental health check-in. How you doing?
I wasn't doing so good at the beginning of the week, but then I got to my video and things started becoming a little more clear to me. Last night I got like no sleep, which is usually like a bad thing, but
tell them why.
So after I made my video, I was like, okay, I'm about to tap in. Like, I'm really about to tap the fuck in.
What was your video about? Tell them.
Oh, y'all. So my hashtag on the Girls group is Do It Scared. And it's basically just me on this journey of like unleashing my true self and stop hiding like myself from the world. The world tells you got to be something. There's something in me that I know I need to be. And so it's just it's my journey of finding that and just letting the world adjust. And so last night I got like no sleep because these visions of this clothing line just kept popping in my head. Like, and I had these ideas, like a ton of ideas, and it wasn't all the way coming together while I was woke. And like I was in this realm of sleep where I was asleep, but I was still kind of thinking about it. It's weird. And like, boom, just ideas were just popping. And I was like, to the point where I had to jump up and put them in my phone to make sure I did not forget them. And so it was just one of those things. And I've been waiting my whole life for my dreams to keep me up at night, because that's where the direction comes from. And sometimes you feel like you don't have it. So I'm going to embrace that experience, get creative, give me a creative space. And it's nerve wracking, but I'm going to just do it scared and see
what happened,
what I come up with. So that's where I'm at. Do it scared. Follow all these ladies' campaigns. It's all inspiring. Join the Golden Girls group. And I mean, I'm all right. I'm good.
Is it my turn?
It definitely is. So real quick, the video is acting real funny. So I know you guys are probably saying black by now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out. But stick with us because it's a podcast and we got to keep going with the audio. So DJ, let us know and I'm going to work on the video.
So I'm good. I wasn't so good earlier this week. you know, I'm still in the process of buying a house, and that whole process is just annoying. It's just you. It's always a waiting game. You know, I signed this. Now we gotta wait for the appraisal. Now we gotta wait for the inspection. Now we gotta wait for this, and everybody gotta sign off on the numbers and all of this stuff. And it's just so nerve wracking. And I'm so ready to move out of the house that I'm in now. You know, I'm so ready to go. You know, and we have found the perfect house. You know, it seemed like we kept getting outbidded, and you know, one house appraised for too low, and it just seemed like everything was stopping us from getting what we wanted. And then we literally, and you know what, my mom found the house. That's what was so crazy, is that my mama found it, which was
Shout out to mama.
Shout out.
Mama's always be coming through.
Always.
Don't they be knowing something?
She did, and it's that the next day she sent it that night. The next day we went to go see it. We put an offer in on it, and we got it. You know, so it's I'm good. I'm real good.
So what part of the process are you in right now?
Right. So you said you got it. So it's
we waiting on the appraisal to come back.
what's
You know.
I'm new to this.
So
So what's the appraisal?
It's, you know, when the bank will go and assess the house and tell you how much they think it's worth.
Okay.
So there you'll get approved for a certain amount on your loan, and they'll go out and see, you know, if it however much they think it's worth, that's how much they're
They'll
gonna
give
you.
you.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
But it just takes so long for that process to happen. They don't tell you. They don't want you to sway it in any kind of way, so you don't know when it's gonna happen.
Okay.
So they'll just send you the report when it happens. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is kind of.
Yep.
That would have my anxiety through the roof, actually.
Yep, it is, because I'm waiting. I want my keys. I'm ready.
Right.
I want my keys.
I'd
You
rather
know.
rent. Just let me rent.
But
You spend so much money renting, though. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
it is, and
With
really
nothing to pass down. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
only thing. But rent is like, shit, let me apply. All right, I'm moving in. When? The first of the month? All right, boom.
the best thing about it is that where we stay at now, my husband's grandmother owns this house. So we moved here, and it allowed us to save money to buy a house, because that was the whole goal.
It was a plan.
Right. So this allowed us to save up that money, but this is the house that he grew up in. This is their family house, you know. So that in itself is, you want to have stuff like that to pass down.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
anybody at any time can come and stay, and one of his brothers or whoever, anybody can come.
That's how my family houses is. We have two family houses. One of my cousin stays in one of them,
Yep.
and then me and my mama are about to take over the other one. So I definitely understand about having something to pass down, because it definitely helps.
Yep. And then if it's empty, you can rent it out, get the profit from it, and if somebody needs somewhere to stay, boom, they got a place to stay. You know.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep.
But I'm good. I'm good right now.
It's gonna come through. Just
Yep.
be patient.
I know, and I hate it. I hate being. I'm
yeah.
not patient. I want my keys now. Today, I will go pick them up right now.
Okay, and I will go with you.
Like take
It's a movie.
Right, I'm in that thing.
Des, you back? You good? Can I ask you how you doing?
For now, you know, it's probably about to be something else. I'm gonna have to adjust. But so actually, mental health check-in, it just changed a lot in the past 5 minutes. So you know, I'm producing the show. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm responsible for making sure it gets from us right here in the middle of my sunroom to y'all, wherever y'all at, in Facebook land, in podcast land, and wherever. So our audio is still doing great. We are moving, and so this is definitely important because it's a podcast. The second thing is that our visuals kind of playing with a lot. So I'm getting up and down. So if you're watching us visually, you see me getting up and down. But I'm gonna just show you the real of what's going on, because it's a journey and I'm trying to figure it out.
Yep.
So you know, just try to stick with us as best you can, if you can. We got some good topics coming up. I'm so excited for this show. But yeah, so my mental health check-in, it kind of just, you know, flashed a little bit. I'm kind of in a little bit of a tunnel vision. My anxiety is really high still, but I got my license last week, and like, that's huge.
Yes.
It's a big deal because
Very big
y'all,
deal.
I was stressed the fuck out. So
You got it.
woo, child, it came in the mail and I almost melted
You
on the
did that.
ground.
You
You have no
did
idea. it was a journey. You know, some people try some things and the devil tried it, but we got it. And
Don't
so
he
now,
always try it though?
listen, he does.
Wouldn't be him if he didn't.
He does. And you know, it's just, it still feel like the first time every time. And it's like, come on, man. But we
you know
made it,
what?
nigga, we made it. That's how I feel.
I got a word for you. So going through my journey and being more transparent about what I'm going through, a girl that I went to high school with reached out to me like, I want to pray with you. I want to go through this journey with you, because she's an evangelist. And she told me the devil is always going to try it, and God is going to allow him to try it to see how strong you really are. So don't ever think like the devil is doing something that God didn't. The God allows things to happen for a reason.
Yeah.
So if the devil is over here doing
Very
his
much
work,
so.
it's because God allowed it to happen for
Right.
a reason.
Yep.
So
Yep.
don't ever think like God ain't by your side, because he's always there. You know what I'm saying?
He watching.
Always.
Yeah.
That was my word for the day. Okay.
Good shit, bro.
I appreciate that word for the day. That was great. That was great. You're absolutely right.
So
You're absolutely right. I take that. I own
take it, because he's even though it was a process, it was a process for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's building you up for something else.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
You just told me about the next journey you have to go through with the insurance company.
Yeah.
It's building you up for that.
Child, and that's something, baby. So
Yeah.
absolutely. So yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
you
so
on some
much.
revolutionary shit there.
Yes.
You on some revolutionary shit. Like, not everybody is gonna have the umph to say, okay,
I have
I'ma
my own
produce this
practice.
shit. I'ma produce this shit on my own while I'm getting my social work license, while I'm building a therapy practice, while I'm building a podcast show. Like, you take your time.
I appreciate you, love.
Be nice to yourself.
I'm not, and I'm working on it, but I
Yeah,
do
be
want y'all to
nice,
be
dude.
nice to
Be
y'all.
nice, and you be nice to you too.
I'm trying.
Yeah, take
I'm
your
trying.
time.
I'm trying.
Listen, our priority is the audio. If the video ain't working, the shit ain't working. It is okay.
Child,
Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get under your skin, man.
You're absolutely right.
Yep. So
Shout
proud
out
of you,
to
man.
Michaela for bringing this pizza, because it came through.
Listen, because soaking, I can feel the bread soaking the liquor up.
Right.
I'm
got me
woke
through.
now.
It got me through. I can't wait till it's over so I can get some more.
Niggas is hungry. Niggas is
I'm gonna make
hungry.
some more.
Listen, because that's when the real party starts.
Oh
After
my
the
God!
show.
After the show.
the
Anyway,
show. All
We
right,
need to have an after
thank
show.
you so much. We need to have an after show. The
Yeah, we
after
like
show.
a
Hey,
little
listen,
bit.
we need us a little Kindle
Yes.
to have us a little after show.
You are Kendall.
Come on, talk it. What you say, Michaela?
Because his after show started on his couch.
Missy, you are Kendall.
Talk to me, Michaela.
Period.
Speak it to me, because I will
I
do that
declare
shit.
it.
All right.
I decree it.
Don't be mad when
Yes.
I be recording y'all drunk. Remember you said that.
Go ahead.
I ain't agreed to none of this shit. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right. Thank y'all so much for this mental health check-in. That was way drawn out. All right. So next up is the Midas Touch. We want to give the Midas Touch to a wonderful young lady named Andra Day. We're gonna have Miss Brittany.
Yes.
Talk
so
about it a little bit more.
We are going to give our Midas touch of the week to Audra Day. She's a Delta. Nice
Shout out to the
soror.
Deltas.
We are giving her the Midas touch because she won a Golden Globe off of her first movie role, which was
Man.
Billy Day versus the United States of America. So if anybody hasn't watched that movie, please go ahead and check it out. I believe it's on Hulu. No.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Okay. Period.
I think it is on Hulu. I'm not 100% sure.
Yes.
It is.
So
Yeah, search that motherfucker on your Roku or your
yes.
Fire
So
Stick.
shout out to her for winning a Golden Globe off her very first movie role.
So where do we know her from?
We know her from the song And I rise up,
Hey,
rise like today.
all right. I'm gonna be Kirk Franklin.
Okay. No.
No,
No.
I can't sing. I'm just ad-lib.
No. Oh yeah, Kirk Franklin did just.
It's okay. You ain't
It's
catch
okay.
it. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. You ain't catch it.
I
Shout out to Andre Day though.
did. Right. Midas touched her.
I don't know. It's something wrong with y'all, but okay. Midas touch, absolutely.
Drinks. Oh my
I love you. I love you. Rise up. I love all of those things. So let's talk a little bit more about the topic today. So the topic today is friends versus foes, and so basically, what it really is having a conversation about friendship in Black women community, because basically it's very known and very often where Black women are like, I don't got a lot of friends. I got 2 friends. I got 1 friend. I got 3 friends. You know, everybody can count their friends on one hand. And I get it. And those friendships are wonderful. But why is that? Why can't we have lots of friends? Why can't we lean on each other? Why can't we love each other and support each other? And is that happening? Is that just a stereotype? What does that look like? Like, let's kind of talk a little bit about, like, we are Black women. Are we our own friends and our foes? Like, what does that look like exactly? So,
I'm excited for this topic.
Yeah.
yeah. So when you hear it, what do you guys think of really quick? Like, what's going through your head? Brittany, when you say you're excited, what's going on?
I'm excited to talk about it because Black women already have a stereotype of being like standoffish and like kind of like angry.
Bitchy.
There you go. And it's like that's not always the case. And when you think about your circle of friends, like how long did it take you to like call them your friend? How long did it take you to like trust them? So I kind of like want to dive into that and see, like, because I know how I am when I meet new women. I don't want to get too deep into it because we haven't like started exactly yet, but I know I've had the same group of friends since I was in high school. Like these are the women I call my best friends. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know how it is. Like, it's just like it's different with some women because you have your best friends and you have like another group of friends that you like always be with, and it's just different with different type of women. So I'm excited to dive into it because I want to see what other people think and like, you know, like what is their thought process when it comes to their friends, because I've heard a lot of things down through the years.
I'm excited because I think honestly I have an interesting perspective, but I think it's because the reason Black women have a hard time keeping friends is because it's kind of like the same thing on why our communities might have a lot of crime and stuff like that. It's really just scarcity. Like, we're all battling over like resources, and when I say resources, all kinds of stuff like good education, trying to get a hold of money, getting good jobs. So when we see another Black woman, if we feel like we're excelling and we see another Black woman excelling as well, it's automatically competition because we fear it's not enough space and resources for both of us to flourish. And so I think we carry that into other situations, other realms of life. And I think that might be the thing driving the wedge between us. And also, like, we're programmed to be that way. Like, even from slavery, we have to compete for resources, compete for certain things. And that competition, I think that's one of the just generational curses that's just been passed with us, between us, and we just kind of stick to that. We subscribe to that, I guess, subconsciously. So I think that's what happened. So I'm really ready to delve into that conversation on how deep this shit goes.
Okay. All right. DJ, what you thinking?
I don't know. I think I'm more so as standoffish as I am. I think I am pretty friendly. You know, I have friends that I've known since elementary school, middle school, but I got friends that I just met recently. Aisha, you a new friend?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't say no new friends. You know, I will.
I'm not that person either.
If I connect with you, I do. If I don't like you, it's for a reason. You know. My small circle, you know, it's friends that I've known since I was little, and it's friends that I've met since last year. You know,
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's interesting. I'm ready to talk about it.
I'm ready to delve into it too, because one thing that I hear women say, or black women say all the time is, I don't have a bunch of female friends.
And
I don't have a
hate
bunch of female
that.
friends.
I hate
And they
that.
single out females specifically.
Because I feel
And-
like it's you. It's not them.
And like, oddly enough, my maternal grandmother, one of the things she used to always say is, you don't have no friends. Like, you'd be like, my friend, you ain't got no friends.
Yeah.
Like, that was like a thing she would say regularly.
I don't know if that's
And, like,
everybody's
as a
granny.
child,
'Cause
like, why would
my
you tell
granny
a
said
child
that.
that?
It was weird.
It was weird. And you just like, right. But
you know what?
trauma.
Don't let
I
them
was
in
gonna
your
say, I
house.
think
and
it's
all
a
of that.
level of it's trauma. It's them. It's definitely them trying to protect you because they've been in situations where their friends have burned them some way or another, or
Yeah.
at least they felt that way. Because one thing I've learned is that everybody got a perception, and so there are lots and lots of situations where people are not talking to each other, and it's because they both feel like they were justified in whatever it was.
Yep.
And so perception definitely matters. But I think it's more, they really feel like they protecting you. And it's like, no, move. Like, you're really not. Like, I just don't get it.
Like,
Yeah.
let me explore this on my own. Like, don't tell me I don't have no friends. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, and I never took it to heart. Like, I have a bunch of friends, but it was just one of those things. Like, when we said we were doing this episode, it was something that popped to the front of my mind. Like, why would she always say that? And what happened to her to make her
say
feel
that, yeah.
like you, like, friends aren't a thing. Like, it's a fallacy. It's pretty much how she felt about it. Oh, okay. So we got Sheila coming.
I pulled first.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay, bet. Go.
oh,
Go
boy.
ahead. Yes.
I mean, we ain't made it there yet. I was just getting y'all ready.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So that basically brings us to what Sheila's topic says today. So today we having a conversation about friends or foe, and it's basically like, what's the issue with black women? Like, why aren't we friends, or why can't we be friends? And are we gonna change who we are today to start being friends with more black
Right,
women? You
right.
know. And so we got our little Sheila's topics. And I pulled first just because I had the thing, and it's always difficult to pass it back to me.
I know
so
where that sound
figured
is from. I'm so sorry, but it's been in my head. Is Price is Right?
It might be. I don't know.
Don't it give you Price is Right vibes? They're revealing the prize.
I've never.
Because when I just did this, it's Price is Right. Another thing I know from my granny.
I can't tell you your name.
No friends and watch Price is Right.
Never watched Price is Right.
You never have watched Prices Right. My granny watched that show.
Listen, you stay home from school, you
faithfully.
getting this Price is Right and
That's
these
it.
stories.
That's it.
In
That's
the
it.
news and
All my
Jeopardy.
children.
We watched As the World Turns.
As
I don't
the
even
world
know what that
turns.
is. Womp, womp, womp.
You didn't watch All My Children?
Gotta watch
That
All My
came on
Children.
too, yeah.
And little known fact, Michael B. Jordan was on All My Children.
You lying.
All My Children or One Life to Live. It was one of them boys.
Oh,
one
God.
of them.
And that's when he had the Omarion hair. And the layer braids. I remember saying he was cute. And my auntie was like, ugh, you like him? I'm like, yeah.
I am screaming.
Yes, Michael B. Jordan used to be on the stories. Look it up.
I gotta look that up later.
All right, so now we going into Sheila's topics, like I said a little bit ago, and and I pulled the first question. So my question is,
That
what
was
are
Brittany, by the
some
way.
red flags when building a new friendship?
Oh, Jesus.
What you know about a bitch, Dan? When she say this, I know this about that bitch.
That's a good one.
I be writing the Sheila's topic, so I be having to clarify what people pull them.
So for me, a red flag for me is like shade. So just saying something just a little too slick. Like I personally like I operate on principle, and it is what it is. Like I used to feel some type of way about it, but it is what it is. I operate on principle. And so if I feel like you throw it, like if we just getting to know each other and you see anything that could be vulnerable, you see anything that you could say something about and you take that opportunity to do so, like that's a red flag for me. Like you're not accepting me as I am. You are already looking for my holes because you want to make sure you acknowledge them so that you feel above me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically. And like, I have, like, my friends definitely 100% keep me humble, but they definitely are my hype man as well. And so, you know, like, I really, it's shade, because there's a way to critique, there's a way to be honest, and there's a way to help your friend grow.
Yep.
You know, but in a new relationship, if it's past a certain way, blah blah blah, you know, certain tone, certain moments, it's certain things you might have to catch. You know, like you at home later and like, wait a minute, like that stuff like that. That's a red flag to me. And people do it a lot. Like they be, you know, people be a little shady. Before they realize they want to be your friend, they done threw some shade at you. And that's like regular in our culture. But I don't like that shit. Like I don't play that. Like, cause like why? Like, sis, be you. Yes, whatever that is. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I don't understand. So, like, I do take offense to that. That's the thing for me. That's a red flag. And I would, like, be like, never mind. Off of it.
You know what I can't stand that a bitch do?
What?
Don't call my pocket, sis. I hate when somebody come around too early and just be too much in your business about how much you make, how much your man make, how much this costs, how much y'all pay for rent, how much.
Are you kidding me?
I just don't like that. Like,
People
especially when they find out that you a lawyer.
Nosy.
Especially when they find out that you a lawyer, and then they make this picture up on what you supposed to have, or how it's supposed to go, or how much money you supposed to be making and shit like that. Like, I don't like that. Oh, and free legal advice too. That's a red flag for me for sure. If you first meet me and the first thing you want to know is a legal question,
don't nothing come for free, no baby. Don't nothing
I
come
am
for free.
off work and I ain't even that kind of lawyer. Don't know. So them the two things. Don't call my pocket. Don't ask me for some free legal advice.
I can't believe
people do that. Yes,
yeah, they walk in your shit. How much you pay for this?
Yes,
immediately. Yes.
Immediately. How long we've been friends and I've never asked you anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Like,
what the fuck does that have to do with me?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it happens for sure.
I can't believe it.
One thing for me is like, I'm a Cancer, so I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
Yes, me too.
So if I can't be vulnerable around you, like if I can't tell you how I feel, if I can't shed a tear around you, then you don't need to be my friend.
Yeah.
Period.
That's real.
Yep. And nobody else matters. Like, what's the point?
No, like if and that's my thing, like, because you can do the same around me. Like we could be real true, like we could be really like, girl, I'm going through X, Y, and Z. And I'd be like, girl, me too. Let me tell you what I'm going through. I'm going through A, B, and C. And we have a moment. If we can't genuinely have a moment and you look at me like, oh, you too emotional, or oh, you we can't be friends.
Or you take that moment and go give it to somebody else, or you know, or it comes up later and it's shady, or you judge me somehow,
and you judging me some type of way.
Yeah.
And I didn't told you because I'm going through this because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I don't need you to bring it back up.
Yeah.
Don't you ever do that to me.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, that's real.
I
agree.
I'm in So
bring me over here speaking the truth.
Yeah, that's absolute no.
Be vulnerable around me, and I'm gonna be vulnerable around you because that's just who I am.
That's real. I like that.
One thing about me is that I always support my friends. When you have your moment and when it's about you, I'ma hype you up.
That's why DJ my friend.
And I always do that. Birthdays, it's all about you. Your moment, I'm here for you. That's it. So if I see somebody that's, you know, it's your moment and they, oh yeah, but I did this, and they kind of try to make it about them, like the just being selfish and always trying to make it about you. I don't like that. I don't like that. And if I see other people do it to one of my friends, I don't like that bitch. I don't like that. You know, I don't like that. It's supposed to be about you. I make it about you because it's your day, it's your thing, it's about you. So that's what it's supposed to be. You know, that's what I try to do.
So I'm like that too. I'm almost like that to a fault. So like, let's say we go on a birthday trip or whatever with one of my friends. Like, I'm almost to the point like everybody else, like, y'all better have y'all shit together and be ready to make sure this the best birthday she got, or I'm coming at your neck. Because what else are we here for? Like, and so, you know, I probably ain't like the best person to go on a trip with, because I'd be like, listen, she drunk. Let's all make sure she's having a great time. It's her birthday. What are you complaining about? I don't care. Over here.
But that's how it should be, though.
I agree. Like, I'm not like, what are we spending all this money for if we're not doing that for this person? So I press about it.
Yeah.
But I do it. I press on it because because I feel like if it's something like that, if we in that moment, it can only happen once. So like, I'm sorry that you feel uncomfortable. My bad. But
I've done it to a point where, you know, it was one of my friends, longtime friends since elementary school. It was her birthday, you know, and it's about you. It's about you. It's about you. And I, you know, yeah, we gonna buy you drinks and I'm gonna do this. You should never have, I feel like if it's your birthday, you should never have to
I agree.
come out of your pocket. You should never have to open your pocketbook for nothing. Right. And I'm starting to realize that I'm the only person swiping my card. And I'm like, I know. Ain't none of y'all, nobody. I'm the only one that's, but I hate that.
They come and don't,
you
like,
want to come to the function and then don't want to do, come on now.
Yes, I will be honest. Like, I'm real picky about who I go out with now, especially because my husband is a promoter. Like, no, like,
because it's always, can you get me
if
into
you don't
the
fuck
party?
with, if you don't fuck with me,
that's the
like
only reason
me
you call me?
personally, if I can't shed a tear, you definitely won't be walking in somewhere.
Yeah, like, girl, fuck you.
I don't know who you thought I
damn near
was.
about to tell the door girl to charge you double.
Double, baby, triple. You got me twisted.
To come, bitch.
Listen, you got me twisted. 6 bottles, bitch. You better go somewhere. I'm not doing this.
Bottle minimum.
That's it.
Like, I really, you know, and people try it, but it is what it is. But I'm so with you. Like, if I can't drop a tear, you can kiss my ass.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's those two extremes. All right, so
I'm about to pull.
Who's next?
I'm about to pull. What does it take for you to call someone a friend? What does it take for me to call someone a friend? The crazy thing is that I usually can feel it on some type of deeper level if me and this person have a connection, which is crazy because it almost sounds like something someone would say about a partner. But
in some ways, your friend is kind of your partner.
Yeah,
it is.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. I need you to be genuine. Like, I need to feel like whatever you giving me is genuine. And I'm not really picky about what a person gives me. I have room for a lot of different kinds of friends. But if I feel like you faking, I cannot do it. Like, I cannot do it if I feel like you faking. So the first thing is I need to get genuine energy from you. And the second thing is I need to know you know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If I feel like you're a motor mouth and don't know how to keep stuff to yourself, especially intimate details that you might be around, hear, see, whatever, I can't fuck with you. So I think those two things are where I'm starting. I need genuine energy and I need discretion, because that's important about a friend. So those are my two. Those are your two prerequisites.
Those are very important.
What about you?
So for me, I think it goes back to my last answer. It's just I need to be able to be vulnerable with you. Like, if I can't feel like I can go to you and say, you know what, I'm broke this week. I'm not asking you for money,
right?
But this is an off week for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And you like, well, girl, we could sit in the house and drink. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, don't make
bottle of wine and I'll come to
you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need you to pay my bills. I just need you to
be
adjust.
I just need you to be my friend.
Yeah.
And if
That's
you don't automatically feel like, oh, I need to go be with my friend, or I need to adjust what I was thinking we would do this week so she can feel comfortable, then I don't really know how we could be friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I would do that for you.
It's not a thing where I need you to tell me like, oh well, I really can't go out this week because I'm broke, so I'm gonna probably need you to come over this week. If you be like, yeah, girl, I didn't get paid this week, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna be on my way. I'm gonna bring a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's my like. I just need you to meet me where I'm at, type of
Yeah,
thing.
meet me where I'm at. That's a good one.
Yeah, like I don't need you to make me feel like, dang, I don't need you to make me feel like I'm down if I already know I'm down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to be like, girl, I'm down too, but we gonna make this work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me.
I love that.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
That's important.
Meet me
It
where I'm
is.
at. That yeah.
I don't know how to answer your question. I really don't. So all of my friends, I honestly don't remember when we actually became friends. I just know you my friend. So
Okay.
anybody, I don't approach anybody. I don't. Even y'all.
So it gotta be
Anybody
natural.
anybody that is my friend, they have talked to me first, just like a guy. Like
Yeah.
that's why I say it's kind of the same thing. It's really a.
Really, I feel like you. I feel like you talked to me. Maybe we was just talking to each other.
If I did, I was drunk.
Maybe we was talking to each other.
I don't even. Did I
I think
talk?
we both just had the same life.
Did I talk to you first?
Yes,
I feel like we
you
just.
did.
I did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you talked to both of us
You
first.
did.
I know I slid in your DM.
She was with,
You
like, she
did.
was with me. That's when y'all
Yeah,
first
yeah.
met.
It's
Yup.
because of that. But
Yeah.
I don't just. Oh, hey, you. It's like okay, hey, and then I
Yeah.
gotta fill you out. I don't know.
You
know.
had a comb, didn't you? We was at Cali wedding, and you had a comb.
Yeah.
That's what
Cali
it
wedding.
was.
That was it.
Yeah.
It was
That's
Cali
what it
wedding.
was.
That
My
was
hair
it.
was dropping, and I'm like, a bitch need help.
And that was
I'm
it.
already bald headed and sweating out. How?
And that was it.
I cannot.
I just knew we became all of a sudden like all
It
of a
was
sudden
just
you my friend.
cool. Yeah.
And that's it just had all of a sudden, oh, I just got new friends. And
Yeah,
it just,
yeah.
I don't remember when it actually happened, when that
Yeah.
moment happened. I just start to feel I'm still uncomfortable.
Comfortable.
But
Right.
y'all know I'm still,
Yeah.
We know.
I'm comfortable around y'all. I still be talking my shit, you know,
Right,
off the
right,
mic.
right.
But, you know,
Right.
I just get comfortable
Yeah.
and more comfortable, and I just start breaking down the wall. It's a process
Absolutely.
with me, but the wall just started breaking down, and before I know it, I got friends.
So regular.
I don't know why y'all like me, but y'all do. And
Dog,
I'm
you
like,
cool as fuck.
Yes.
You cool as fuck.
And you're genuine. Like you not
Yeah,
like
it's hard to
You
find.
get what you get with me. That's-
And
Exactly.
that's like I
That's
said.
it.
That's all I need.
Yep.
You know,
I need you to just be
that's-
genuine.
Just give me the real so I know what to do with
and
it.
I automatically knew I could cry around you, so it's okay.
No, that's it. No
Yeah.
judgment over here.
Yeah. Oh, it's me.
All right, who's
Yeah.
next?
I'm next. Okay.
So let's make our answers a little shorter.
Okay. Mine says, do you have white friends? Are those friendships different?
Shout out to the white friends.
Who wrote that question?
Who wrote that
Damn.
question? How'd you find this?
I ain't make the drinks, but I definitely started the shit. Okay.
So the answer to the question is yes, I do have white friends. And are those relationships different? Yes, they are. Because I can't be as vulnerable with you as I can be with my black friends.
Why though?
Because you're not going to understand where I'm coming from.
How do you know that? And listen, I agree with you, but like
Let me give
sometimes
you
I
an
think,
example.
am I being irrational? That's why I'm asking.
Let me give you an
And
example.
it might not be a level of understanding, but it might be a level of empathy or a level of
You
care.
just
or a level of
you
support.
not gonna be here with me, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
So we went to Northwood, so Northwood was predominantly a white school. I was the only black girl in one of my year when I was rooming with I guess like a dorm full of white girls or whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't that they were disrespectful. it was just like when, let's say, like if a black dude would come over, their level of alertness, I feel like, would be like, oh, you all over him. Why you all over him? Why you all over him?
Listen, and I'm gonna be real. I can't speak. I'm not saying that about all white girls. I know the white girls at Northwood, Lucy,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just all over him.
McGurst.
And then, like, if let's say if something went wrong that you didn't
Not
particularly
all
like,
of them.
not
All of them couldn't be.
I'm not
Nah, but it was a lot.
wish
You
I
had
could
to
drink
be
out of
there.
this.
Like you really had to be there. Like
really-
talking
like-
about sack chasing, baby. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Like, it was like, okay, and like, God forbid, don't let this go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know what? I can only do so much and say so much around y'all, because what y'all doing in front of this man, I'm not going to do. You know what I'm saying? It's because you feel it's okay. How can I explain this better? Because I don't feel like I'm explaining this the right way.
I understand.
I do too.
Like,
I think you're doing fine. Keep going.
Yeah, I was about to say I got you.
you know what you're doing, it's cool or whatever, you feel comfortable enough, but the moment that you don't feel comfortable, it's going to turn into something different.
Completely different.
And the moment that I don't feel comfortable, I'm gonna just go somewhere and sit down somewhere, because I didn't probably made a fool of myself, so I'm gonna go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But the
Yeah.
moment you don't feel comfortable, it's going to change into something different. So I can't always trust you. You know what I'm saying? It's always something in the back of my mind where I can't trust you 100%, because the moment you feel uncomfortable, it's going to turn into something different. And I've seen it happen 100% of the time.
And different and like in different
if it's
like
a black
levels.
man, if it's a black woman,
It's
anything,
different levels.
it's different.
Like, woo. Okay.
You know what
Because like literally, like I've been in situations where like I'm in college and I've had drunk white women grope me, grab me by my face and try to tongue kiss me, grab my ass, do all kinds of shit. But will be the first motherfucker like screaming for the police if you check them about it. Like check them too hard about it.
exactly.
Or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they be the they
They get so offended.
It's
How
like,
dare
it's-
you not let me do this? I
Yeah.
But you over here groping my hair. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels
That
so
you done
good.
rubbed
Or it's
all
so
over me
different.
from mind you, cause you drunk. So you done rubbed all over me from head to fucking toe.
It's
And like
almost it's like you're entitled.
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Michaela,
And,
what you think?
Well, I do have white friends, and they're considered my work friends, and the dynamic has changed because I've changed programs. So the women I was working with that were predominantly white, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel I was in a space where I could be me. I can't say certain things because you're not going to understand. I can't say period. I can't
Right.
say certain things that black women would understand and you like judge me, or even that like slight mood change where it's like, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. So I was kind of concealed for a while where I'm like, I don't know how to fit in here. But then I moved to a different program where the girls were more my age and they are more on the lingo. So I can say certain things around those people and I feel comfortable. And I can say, what the fuck is happening here? And they can be like, she's not mad. If I would have said
Right.
that in a different program, they would have been like, are you? And they have asked me before, like, I'm just sitting there doing my job and they're like, are you upset?
They automatically
And I
think we
said,
angry. Why?
I'm not mad. I don't feel like talking right now. And they understand that. Like, she just, okay, she's in the mood.
But I think the only way to get those other people to understand it is to live it. Like you just gotta be you unapologetically, and no, I'm not mad, and keep going. Like, one of the things that black women that's difficult for us that's just there is that our energy runs the room, like we talked about before. Like, it just does, and it does in our professional settings as well. And we got to get more comfortable with it. And it's like, whatever, if I feel some type of way and all y'all feel some type of way because I feel some type of way, that's not my problem. Like, that's not my problem. It's not my fault that my energy runs
It's powerful.
yours.
It's powerful.
Like, you get your shit together. That's not mine. But how I feel matters. And so it needs to be addressed in whatever way. And most of the time, it's just basic human rights type shit anyway, in the first place. So,
I'm going to tell you one thing. My struggle with white friends. Not to say I don't have any. But my struggle with white friends sometimes is, like I said, being genuine is a big thing to me. And it's harder for me to detect when they're being genuine and when they're not.
Hallelujah.
And then also, I don't like when you turn your black on around me. Like, I can feel when you code switching. Don't code switch for me. Like, because now I know you're not being genuine. Like,
for me, it's white boys when they say, like, what's up, girl? Or, like, Joe.
I hate that.
That shit. Do not talk to me. There's no other person in the world that you would say that shit to.
Why you gonna do it to me?
I've never said, hey, what's up, girl, to you. Shut the fuck up talking to me.
I ain't been like, oh, hey, what's up, bro? Like, I've never come to you like that.
Never. I hate that.
Don't you dare come to me like that.
Oh, my goodness.
And so,
they think it's so cute.
They
don't
do.
you do that.
That's a red flag to me. And then also,
I will slap you. Don't do that.
One thing that irritates the shit out of me, and I know this is probably this is probably super annoying, and maybe I'm imposing a standard that they might not ever be able to live up to, but I hate being around white people who indulge in black culture and like don't actually understand where it's coming from. Like, you got white people who will rap every lyric to a black song, but not understand the pain and oppression of which that song is coming from.
Oh, they they want to say the N-word because it's in the song?
No, not only that. It's just like they rapping rap songs because it's cool, and it's literally because, like, okay, these are circumstances created by.
But they're never gonna understand.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I might
maybe
be putting,
acknowledge.
That's what I'm saying.
More so it, but
I
they're
might be
never
putting
gonna
something
understand
on them that's unrealistic, but that's how I feel.
You know what? All of that, I got a slightly different experience with it. Right? The small amount, I have white friends. The small amount that all white women. I don't have any white male friends.
Yeah,
but the little bit of white women friends that I have, it's been, them in a predominantly black setting. And each and every one of them, they are very genuine, genuinely immersed and concerned and active. And they really feel like an ally. I can be my black ass self in front of them, and it ain't no smoke. I love them, one of my closest pro fights, she joined a predominantly black sorority. She had to assimilate to, she had to be with the shits.
I think I worked with her. Anyway, go ahead. At the city. Yep. I know her. I love her too.
Yes.
I love her. Yes.
And it's, I feel like I can be my full self around her, and I've never felt any type of way.
See, I just appreciate when white people come and just be who they are. Like, I don't necessarily need you to like speak up for me and stuff like that. I just need you to be who you are and just be genuine in that. Like,
but even all of her white family members,
if you white and
even
Dory,
if
just be that.
If you got all your
Just
corny
be
jokes,
that.
whatever that
Just be
is,
that.
I'll take
Be
whatever
that.
that is.
but she holds all of her family and she holds white people accountable, and she'll sit there and say, you're wrong because this is why. This is why you're racist, and this is why that's not right, and this is why you need to do.
And she's very and she's very involved in the city and like equality and housing and a bunch of stuff. So
That's why I
know
respect her as
Yeah.
much as she do, because not only are you an ally, but you also have to tell other white people what's up. This
But
is why
she's
you
also
Sometimes I can
married to a
respect
black
the-
man, isn't she?
Yeah.
And has a
Sometimes
black
I can
daughter.
respect the difference of opinion because they genuinely don't understand our pain. And I've had someone that I'm really close to that's white, when the George Floyd thing was happening, asked the question, what can I do to help? And sometimes they don't know how to help because we're so upset and we're so in the moment, but they genuinely want to show, like, I am white. I can't change that, but how can I help you as being a black ally or being a white ally? How can I help you?
Yep. That's important. Very important.
Talk to your own family.
Yeah.
Talk to your own friends. Talk to your own communities. You know, really take them there. Hold them accountable. Really have those deep conversations.
Have
really
those conversations
Shake the table.
at the dinner table.
Push
Shake the
humanity. You know, push humanity for
Because
black people.
we know that racism is taught. It's not in nobody's blood.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's taught.
But it's really about just being human. Like, push humanity. Like, allow the black people around you to be humans and be good at it. You know. Next. This will be our last one.
All right. Worst experience with a new friend.
Ooh.
I had a good one.
Okay.
So, me and my husband, we moved to Kentucky. We was in Kentucky for about 7 years. You know, I'm not good at making friends, you know, but at that point I graduated from Michigan State. I was down there. I joined the grad chapter. You know, so that's really through my sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. That's how I met, you know, that's really how I met a lot of my friends. You know, I have to be forced to really make interaction, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I became friends with someone, and, you know, she one of the undergrads down there. Loved her. You know, I treat the undergrads like my little sister.
Right.
You know, I loved her, you know, but it just seemed like she was going through a lot. Took her under my wing. You know, I got really comfortable in this, and honestly, this is probably why I kind of stayed.
What happened?
I stayed back, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, she was just going through so much, you know, with her family, and we just all felt, you know, just so bad. You know, I need to take you under my wing, and I want to just embrace you, you know. And long story short, you know, one of my best friends was her advisor, and found out that she literally lied about everything that was going on in her life. You know, some of the things that were happening to her were actually things that would happen to other family members.
Yeah.
You know, and it turns out that she was just a pathological liar. And at that point, you know, I'm already closed off. So now I feel like I don't know you at like, who are you? It takes a lot for me to get close. So now I just feel like you lying about everything, literally everything.
Yep.
You know, I don't know, how old are you? Are you sick? I don't know what who are you? You know, I don't. You know, so it's I don't know why, you know, because we was grad, you know, it was kind of like a little sis big sis moment, but for me to feel like I'm that close to you, and then it turns out that just little, the smallest of things. I mean,
She was lying about damn near everything.
literally everything. And I'm just, you know, how I think I was devastated the most by it, because I was the one that ended up being closest to her. And I think, Des gonna have to come back for this one. But, you know, Des asked me to be a mentor all the time. And that was like a horrible ass mentoring experience for me. Because I'm like, no. I'm good. I'm good on y'all kids. I'm not getting close to nobody no more. I'm done. You know, you literally lied about you lied everything. Yeah. You know, I thought you had one parent. They both still here. Like, what is why? You know,
That's not cute.
it's like at this point, why? What was the reason? I'm like, Cardi, what was the reason?
People who lie like that.
That's the worst thing you could do to me is lie. Like that's the absolute worst thing you could do.
That's the thing.
It's not that it's the absolute worst thing. I just don't understand it. Like, what are you lying? Like, the only time you lie is when you're afraid of the consequences. Like, what I'm gonna do? Beat your ass? Like, what are you lying about?
That's the thing.
Like,
you don't
you
have to
lying
impress
for what?
me. You don't have to impress me. I'm your friend, right?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be your friend, so you should be able to be 100%
Exactly.
completely honest with me. So why did you feel like you had to create this whole
Persona,
this whole life? You know, that's I didn't like that at all. That was terrible.
I don't know if I've ever necessarily had any. Oh, yes, I did. So I had a friend that I met. We was working together, and she was cool and stuff. And so we decided to go on a trip together. You know what I'm saying? So we went traveling. This is when I learned you cannot travel with every fucking body.
Yeah.
Like it was just weird. Like just the little temper tantrums, like just the little weird shit she was acting like because it was me, her, and then one of her other friends who went on this trip, and me and her other friend was like, "Am I sensing attitude? Is she okay? What the fuck happened?" Like she was cool one minute, then it was a complete 180 the next minute, and then like she just completely ditched us one minute, and like me, I'm the type of bitch you ain't gonna ruin my trip. I ain't tripping. But it was just weird as fuck. And I was like, okay. Can't fuck with sis like that no more. Like, oh, okay. Like, something wrong with you. But, I mean, other than that, I don't know. Not even to sound no type of way. I'm just one of them people don't try often. So, like, they kind of keep themselves, at bay around me for the most part. But, I don't know. I ain't never really had like a big new friend explosion. If I did, it's not coming to the front of my mind right now.
Well, I can honestly say I really haven't had a bad experience with new friends because I kind of think I'm a good reader of character. So if I make a new friend, they're always like, I feel like I'm not going to call you a friend if I feel like it's something like you gonna be weird about. Like like I said, like if at any moment I can't break down and cry in front of you, you're not my friend. And I can tell that character really, really well. So I can't really say I've had a moment where a new friend was acting weird or anything because you not gonna be my friend. I'm not gonna call you a friend if I feel like you being weird.
Yeah.
We never got to that point to where I called you a friend. Like I've literally had the same best friend since high school, and any new friends that I make, I feel like are 100% genuine.
Okay.
So,
Des, you had any weird ass new friends?
I actually have not. Not that I can think of. Not really.
Y'all ain't never had no bitch try to take y'all man or nothing like that?
oh no, you had that?
Hell no. I told you bitches don't be
I
calling me
was
like
about
that.
to say who tried it?
I actually had some blah blah blah. I was young as fuck though. I was like 15, 16 years old, and this girl who I was kind of sort of cool with, I was really close with her cousin. She actually did take my man, but best thing in the world. It was the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my 16th birthday. My aunt bought me a trip. My aunt lived in New Jersey, and she bought me a trip to come there the first time, like on a plane. So I went to to New Jersey to see her, and came back, and people was like, they was walking down the street holding hands. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I go out of town for 1 minute.
I was a virgin, and so
Oh, baby girl wasn't.
I don't think so.
She was a freak bitch.
I wouldn't say I ain't gonna do her like that. I wouldn't say it was all of that, but
We gonna do her like
but she
that.
definitely was giving up more than I was, and because listen, it ain't. Let me be clear. So listen, the other literally maybe a week ago, I was laughing with Elijah thinking about like a lot of my past boyfriends. I lost a lot of them because I wasn't giving it up. Like it was a couple of them. I'm like, damn, I didn't even realize. Like she got him, because I wasn't giving it up. So it is what it is.
That
But
ain't a
yeah.
bad thing, though.
I'm mad at it. That's why I
No.
said I ain't gonna do it like that because it wasn't like that. Like she wasn't like out
But
with
back
everybody.
then at 15, 16, that's it. It
it
seemed
hurts your
like that's
soul.
what
It is.
fucking
It
hurts
thing.
your soul,
So now you
yeah.
have to go through
That's
this
all it
battle of
is.
do I
do I
just
do it or
it,
not? Yep.
or do I like I don't really want to, but do I just do it?
Well,
Hell no. The answer is hell
The
no.
answer is
Yeah.
hell
Little
no.
girls, if you listening, hell no.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
Get to yourself.
Fuck them.
I was about to say, fuck that nigga.
Because he
'Cause
ain't gonna
they
be
ain't
here.
worth it.
He ain't gonna be here tomorrow.
They ain't Show ain't.
Please, what ain't coming up?
Show ain't.
What's happening?
Oh, people commenting and I'm like,
Oh, snap.
okay, here we go.
Hey, y'all in the comments.
Pay attention to people when they show you who they are and place them where they need to be in your life. That was from Ashley Scott, Tamika Hollandness. I had a supposedly friend from work who thought it was okay to talk bad about me to my child and my sister.
Oh, hell no, bitch.
Like they not gonna come back and tell me
Not
what's
your
going on.
child.
This one of the ass whooping. That sound like an ass
Your
whooping.
and your child will come back and tell you.
They
honey.
gonna tell you.
The child
your
is here,
child will
ain't it?
tell you.
Child is me.
Oh, yeah, Michaela, did you whoop her ass?
Listen. So I really had to think back, like, man, what you talk about?
Mama KK on the
Oh, I gotta hear
podcast.
this story.
Hey, ma.
Hey, mom.
So
I gotta hear this.
this friend told me, like, the other friends, we was planning a party, a summer party, and this friend told me, like, the other girls, they wasn't doing it, they wasn't trying to put in on it, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not confrontational, so I'm, whatever you say is gonna fly off my shoulders. But when you say Tamika Holland, baby girl, I got a problem with you.
Right, period.
So she like, yeah, and Tamika was saying that she ain't gonna do this, and Tamika was saying she was just going in on my mom. I'm like,
And that's what you're not gonna do.
What you not gonna do?
I said, okay, Ma.
I know that's right.
Homegirl said that you said what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna disrespect my mother in front of me.
Right.
And my auntie, my auntie was like, "Oh no, no. What we're not gonna do is dismiss this like she wasn't just talking shit.
Right.
Let's get on this. Like, sis, we can leave all of this shit. We can leave. Tamika ain't give me no money, bitch. I got the money. What are we talking about? Let's be
Right,
clear here.
exactly.
You're talking about my mother. Continue on.
So you had to cut into sis.
Goodbye.
And you told.
And did.
And yeah.
As you should have.
Who gonna check me, boo?
A period.
Okay, child, give us the tea. Cause she in the comments like talk bad about me to my child and my sister. The child and gave us the tea up in here. All right, child, give us the tea. Listen, okay, Mama, if you need a whole squad, it's a squad. We all come
Right.
and
Because we
get her
pulling up.
together.
It is what it is.
Period.
Pulling up like it ain't nothing.
Period.
Hey, Teresa. Teresa said, "Hey, ladies."
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa.
Okay, so actually we are about to switch on over. So thank you ladies so much for your time with Sheila. We gotta pop on over to one of our favorite segments called Bold or Gold. Bold or Gold. Basically, if you guys have never heard of Bold or Gold before, you have to choose between bold, which is bad, and gold, which is good. There's no in between. There's no nothing like that. Are you ladies ready?
Yes.
All right. So the first one is so the House passed a bill today concerning police brutality. It is named after, it's like the Ford bill. It's named, Floyd. It's named after George Floyd. And pretty much they're waiting on the Senate to pass it. They need 10 Republicans to pass it. But basically it's going to be a bunch of rules, policies, and ways that we can keep police officers accountable for how they deal with black people. Britt,
Is
you
it really
ready?
gonna work though?
I don't know.
Are they really gonna?
You can
follow
pass
it?
all the bills you want to, but is it? I feel some type of way, and let me tell you why. This has been happening for years now. Bills have been passed, reforms have been made, but has it really changed anything? We literally watched a police officer put his knee on this man's neck for 8 minutes last summer. What, like, I don't think any bill is going to change the way these people feel about people with black skin. Like, I'm like, it's a step in the right direction, but is it really going to change anything?
So, go ahead. So,
I was gonna say. So, well, I'm interested to know what are you asking for then?
I don't know what the fuck I'm asking for at this point, because like I've seen it so many times. Like, it's just like I guess I'm and it's really effed up. I'm just expecting this to happen again. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe it's more so the laws enforced. Like, we just looking for some accountability in the laws to actually
Like,
be
is
enforced.
this person gonna go to jail? Is he gonna be held accountable for doing what he does?
Yeah.
I mean, well. Oh wait, go ahead. Go.
I'm done. I'm done. I think it's gold. Like, the thought of it is gold, but if it really don't change anything,
Yeah.
it's just another piece of paper.
For me, I had to go make sure I looked this up to see exactly what they were saying was going to be put in place, because as a lawyer, thinking about it, if it's actually passed, some of the things that are supposed to change is the burden for proving that a police officer, I guess the burden for getting a guilty verdict for a police officer, they're trying to lower it a little bit to make it
So the burden of proof is lower.
Yeah, the burden of proof. They're trying to lower the burden of proof. Also, they're going to make these people make officers who have complaints of police brutality, they're going to make them register, just like they make sex offenders register. They're going to make them register in like a national registry, so you can look these cops up and see how many complaints of police brutality has been submitted, you know. So I'm gonna say it's go. It's a step in the right direction. I think it'll be the source of a lot of litigation if it is passed, and so it's really going to be up to the lawyers and the judges to really make this thing stick, because you can pass a bill all day, but if there's no case law saying how it's interpreted, it really don't matter. But
come on, case law.
I think it's gold because it's a step in the right direction. There's still going to be a lot more work to be done on the litigation side after it's passed, which I would be excited and delighted to do. But so I think it's gold. It's a step in the right direction. I mean, you know.
I guess I'm just scarred.
I'm glad you explained it, because at first I was just gonna say it's bold, and only because to me it's kind of like you pass all of these laws, and you know we gonna pass a law in George Floyd's name. It's kind of like a slap in the face, like oh yay, here's a slice of pizza,
a Band-Aid on it.
You know, it's like that, because at the end of the day, if they're not gonna enforce it, then it doesn't matter.
Yep.
You know, so I didn't know what it was in detail. So saying that, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna say it's gold, but I hope that they actually enforce those things. If these officers, and you know, hopefully they actually force them to register. And they take action. Yeah. You know, if they have an offense, they take action behind the necessary action behind it. That's all. That's really all we asking for, is to hold folks accountable. When they do wrong, you hold them accountable. That's it. That's all it is. There's no reason why he had to put his knee on that man's neck for eight minutes. Yeah. I can't hold my breath for 15 seconds. 8 fucking minutes. Come on now. Yeah. And where was the accountability in that? He got to go home.
I will say I would like to see more proactive work done instead of reactive, because even if this bill is passed, it's a reactive thing. It's basically saying, okay, after this officer kills this person, what is the recourse? But I would like to see more training, more work done on the racial bias side, more vetting of these people who are supposed to keep our community safe, more police officers who are from the community, who know the streets that they're working, who know the people that they're working with. So we don't have officers from the suburbs scared of the kids in the urban community. They really 14, but you done found a way to be threatened by these kids somehow. Like, I would like to see more work done on the proactive side, but also on the reactive side. There's still room for human error. We do need something to say, okay, if you do just shoot people for no fucking reason, we putting you on the registry and everybody's gonna know. Like, we're not gonna protect you the way we have anymore. Like, everybody's gonna know, and if you keep fucking up, it's gonna be hard for you to get jobs elsewhere. I hope that's how this actually manifests, but we'll see.
All right, thank you, ladies. That was so good. All right, so our last bold or gold is schools are preparing to open back up. That's the bold or gold. You have to decide if that's gold or bold. Here are some little tidbits of information as well. Parents are stuck in limbo trying to figure out what to do. Obviously, some parents have schools who have kids who are back in. Some have parents who have kids who are not. Some have both, and so they're just kind of struggling because some high schools are not open, but elementary schools are, or vice versa. So that's something they've been dealing with. Teachers are on the priority list to get vaccinated. So the teachers they should be vaccinated as soon as possible. But, we don't know how vaccines are going anywhere. So, and then Biden administration is trying to send $130 billion to schools around the country. If the bill passes, that probably wouldn't make it to next school year. So the topic is schools are opening back up now. Gold or bold?
Can I go?
I'll go next.
I think it's bold. I don't. To me, it does not sound like they have a real plan. They never have, and they still don't. Like you said, some schools are open, some kids are home, some kids are going. If you have two siblings and one is going to school and one is not, how are you protecting your household going in and out, right? For the parents that can't work from home, what are they supposed to do, right? What do I do with my kid, right? And because of COVID, how am I supposed to pay these bills? What am I supposed to do? Is no thought about what's going to happen with these kids. How are you supposed to, like elementary school level kids, how are you going to keep kindergartners separated in real life? That's my friend. I'm excited to see my friend. That's all these, you think about stuff like that. Maybe middle school and up, it's a little more controlled, but my concern comes in for like elementary school, 5th grade and lower, because at the end of the day, they just want to see their friends, and it's no real plan on how to control it. And I don't know if you can really have one. So it's like a double-edged sword. What do you do? And in reality, they don't have any type of help for these parents. No type of daycare is dumbass expensive. They have no type of I think even like latchkey and stuff like that, like with COVID, how do they do that? Mm-hmm. They have no help.
Are you saying the kids should go back to school or they shouldn't?
They shouldn't.
Okay.
They should not go back to school right now until they can come up with some kind of solid plan for everyone. And it's a lot that really goes into it. I mean, these companies could provide daycare services, and it's a lot that can go into it, but at this point, I don't see how it's going to work. Mm-hmm. I really don't. It's just a gamble, and I'm not going to take a gamble on my kid. Mm-hmm. So what happens for the parents who say, I'm not sending my kid? I don't care what y'all say. What do you do?
What do you do?
It's a whole lot of what do you do? It's too many what ifs.
You would have to homeschool them, because where would they go?
To have though, because I work in an early childhood setting, and I work with 0 to 5 typically, but we have a virtual program, which means we can go from like 0 to 8. And that virtual program, we do have those dividers, and we do have those precautions set in place. For me, being in this field, I think I may be the only one, but it's gold to me, because These kids have been out of school for a year plus. So their parents, we already said this, their parents don't have the time, they don't have the resources to teach their kids properly. So my opinion, I do think if they do this in the right way and set those precautions, like it's going to be new for kindergarten through 12. It's going to be a new process. But I think learning is new. Everything is new. So I think if they set these dividers in, and I know that seems like a lot, but set these dividers in where these kids, they have contact, but they can't like physically be in someone's face. And it's going to be certain situations where you can't, control. Like, oh, you sneezed, you picked it up. It's going to be those certain situations. But just like these grocery stores have put hand sanitizers in every aisle, I don't know for certain how much we can do, but I do think there needs to be a plan and these precautions in place for these kids to go back to school, because when we do send them back, they're not going to understand how to merge. They're not going to understand how to go from room to room and it's only 2 kids or 5 kids going. They're not going to understand if they don't go in now and do it. That's just how I feel about it.
Now, Michaela, you work in there. You work in this industry, or you work with the kids, right? But I don't. It seems like to me like the teachers are just not supported at all.
I mean, that was before COVID. They weren't supported.
No,
Teachers ain't never
I was going to
supported.
say they weren't supported before.
Right, that's before COVID. So now, like, it just seems like it seems like a lot. The adjustment. I don't.
I mean,
work with
I think,
kids.
But a lot of, so what I've heard from a lot of teachers when I was actually like a dean is that they prefer still to be in the classroom. So even though there's a lot going on, there's a lot at play, when the kids are at home, I can't control anything. At the very least, when they're physically in my space, I can control what's around them, what they're paying attention to, what we focused on, the lights being on. Like at home, I can't control nothing. And some parents will have the audacity to get on the camera and tell me I can't control nothing, and then expect me to teach their kids in an environment where everybody around them is smoking, everybody around them is yelling and screaming and fighting, everybody around them cussing. It's all type of other stuff going on. They can't get a quiet moment to read their little book, like, because they home is not necessarily built for them to be in school. So a lot of teachers that I've heard feel like they should be in school even with the risk, because it's like at least I can get them somewhere. Yeah. Like they haven't moved on like an academic needle in a year. Like the COVID gap is going to be ridiculous.
I think it's gold sending the kids back to school. I know it's a big risk, but at the same time, I think we're underestimating kids' ability to adjust. Yeah. We're putting the expectations on them as if we were adjusting to a new norm. These are kids. They don't know much about the world before COVID anyway, especially a certain age. You get what I'm saying? Kids are way more adaptable than we're giving them credit for, and more willing, more able to adjust than we're giving them credit for. So it's, I think we need to keep the perspective. It's not that we're having adults who've lived 20-something years in one world and transitioning to another. These are kids who are still learning what the world is. So if we take the time and really teach them the precautions that they need to take, I think that they'll be able to adjust over time. But if we never start, the adjustment won't ever happen.
That's true.
And one thing, teachers are very, I don't know if you know, but teachers are very creative in their curriculum.
Yeah.
So they can learn new ways to teach these kids in COVID. They've taught for 20 years and they've learned to put it online. Yeah. So just all of that, they can learn how to help these kids in COVID with the proper precautions.
And the thing is, if we never, like, at any point between now, like, we have to get them back in school at some point. We know keeping them at home is just not going to work. We've seen it. You get what I'm saying? And there are parents who are working. There are parents who don't have time to watch the kids. They don't have money for daycare, all of this. And, parents had kids with the idea that they would be in school after a certain amount of years or whatever. You know, they've planned around this. And then also, like, if we never do it, when are we, like, if we have to do it at some point, or are we just going to be living in a world where everybody's homeschooled and some kids are going to get the education and some are not?
And I think they're working towards it. That's why they have teachers on the priority list to be vaccinated. I think eventually it's going to get to a point that you can't go to school unless you have the vaccine.
Yeah. It's going to be a part of the list, just like the rest of them.
Yep.
The rest of the vaccination.
And I have sent kids home, myself specifically, because they don't have their shots. And like with a straight face for 3 weeks, because you cannot come into the building without your shots. And now this is pre-COVID, so definitely that's definitely how it's going to end up working. But yeah, it's difficult because we don't give kids their credit. I agree to that 100%. You know what I mean? And at the same time, kindergartners are gonna hug each other, and so it's like, like, how do you do it? But it's a new normal, and like we're not going back to what it was before.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
And I mean, and at this point, we're a year into COVID. You know, a vaccine is being distributed, but then hospitals have also learned how to deal with COVID better than at the beginning. You know, so I mean, it's still scary, but at some point, if we don't start getting back to normal, we never will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if the kid's not going back to school, their parents still going to work, the risk of COVID is there regardless.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They still going to the grocery store. They still got to go to the gas station. Like, these kids are being exposed regardless. Like,
That's true.
So
absolutely.
You might as well let them get their
level.
education.
I think it's still a different. So I will say the thing about schools, and I understand why they are being cautious, because a school can be a petri dish. Like, it can spread faster in a school than it can spread anywhere, because kids are touching things and slobbing and just.
But I mean, where
kids.
these parents work, it's the same thing though.
Yeah, but it's not. Like, it is. But adults know how to put the hand sanitizer on and actually go through it. Like, kids' toys and books and pencils and masks, and they trade it. Like, it's like just from.
But I don't have the faith in adults that I think y'all have. Like, I know it's hand sanitizer everywhere. I don't think it's being
I'm
used
speaking
the way
from
y'all-
like
it's still grown
it's
people who
adults that don't wear
wash
masks.
or don't wash their fucking hands and never have. Like,
Absolutely, no, I absolutely agree. But I'm also speaking from like being in a school and watching pink eye. Take over an
it is
entire
nasty.
school in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened. You know, like they touch each other, they love each other, they they play, they hit each other, they passing germs while they play fighting. Like, all of that is going on. They touching their lockers. They it's a lot more feely environment. As an adult, you don't naturally touch each other as much. You know what I mean? Like, you're not natural. You might touch your one individual, but in a classroom, if I'm a first grader, I touched probably 12 people today. Like, just whatever. And that, so it does pass. We definitely need to figure out a way to work on it. I do think the vaccine is what it is.
You know, they got these commercials out trying to convince us that they've been working on this shit for like 10 years. But
yeah, I don't believe all of that.
Yeah,
but I
like,
just
okay,
think,
what the fuck ever. Yeah, whatever.
I don't believe all that shit. But I do believe that just like the flu shot, just like, TB, just like all other shots we have to get, it's just going to be that.
Shit,
yeah.
all that shit.
I think we're going to have to do it. And that's just the best way to really fight this. Like,
yeah.
Something about.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm gonna speak for me. For me, it's scary to get the vaccine because they're paying you to get it. Why are you paying me to get a shot?
They don't want to spread. They don't want it to spread.
Because that's gonna be like, that's an incentive for you to do it. So yeah, that's why they're not paying. I mean, they pay you
know
because
you're not gonna say no to
yeah, they know that you're skeptical, so they're trying to encourage you to
I'm
get
give you
it
some money
to not, to overcome that skepticism.
Like, remember
Is
you're
it
in high
only
school.
black people that they pay?
You go to
They paying
parent teacher
everybody.
conference or something. You get a gift card or something.
No, like I'm serious. This is
like
the first
that.
time I'm hearing they paying people.
No, because I'm gonna be honest. My job offered $300 to get the COVID vaccine, and from my knowledge, I've never heard someone pay for you to get a vaccine. So
I've never heard of this.
that scares
That's because
me.
you don't work in that industry.
I guess.
they have no reason to pay you
I
to do
guess.
it. She works in
Do
childcare.
a little bit more research and find out what that's about. Because it might be because you work with a vulnerable population.
Yeah.
Because you work with kids who are extremely small.
Mm-hmm.
So do some research and find out. Find out the company that's administering the vaccines and stuff like that. And their relationship.
And if it's Johnson Johnson, don't
It's
take
not.
that one.
It's not Johnson Johnson. I know you have to get 2 shots to be eligible for the $300.
Don't take Johnson Johnson.
All right, ladies. Well, I just want to thank y'all. That was the end of Gold or Bold. We got through that pretty good. So is there any last words really quick that any of you ladies want to say before we work on getting up out of here? Because it is 11 o'clock and we have been talking for an hour and 40 minutes. And so it is time to make a move.
You know what? I just want to say, for your friends, make sure you hype your friends up as much as you possibly can. Let them have their moment. They open a business. It's their birthday. They just bought a car. Just got their hair done. Whatever it is.
Yes.
Even if they just got their nails done.
It don't matter. Let them had a moment and you hype them up.
Yep.
That's it. They should do the same for you. Just hype each other up at all times.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. Brittany.
Don't let DJ make the drinks.
Don't let DJ.
And that song, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
That's my closing argument for today.
Missy, what's yours?
Just be open to new friends.
Yes.
Like I know,
Even though they do you bold on this podcast.
like new friends are scary as fuck.
My drinks.
New friends are scary as fuck, but open yourself up to new friends. Mainly us. Mainly the Golden Girls. Let us be your new friends. But if not, just open your heart up to a new friend. New perspectives and fresh energy is always a good thing. So don't
Always a good
close
thing.
yourself off from a beautiful thing. And slide in that bitch 3Ms if you got to. I'm on the whole podcast because I did that shit. So, boom.
Period. Yes. Teresa said, let your friends have their moment. DJ.
Yes.
Yes. KK, what's your golden nugget? What's your last words?
Keep your friends close by, because you never know when you need a shoulder to cry on or you need a glass of wine.
Okay.
Or a glass of tequila.
Or a shot of tequila.
And a shot of tequila.
Not an or
If
and.
you want to stay sober, don't let DJ be your friend.
I personally
DJ is not to
appreciate DJ.
I'm not.
This was
not
the
on my
DJ. This
resume.
was the drink I needed. What's yours, Destiny?
Mine is you never know who your best friend could be.
Ooh.
And I know we real territorial about these
This
whole
is
best
so
friends that we already got. But you never know. And so you just got to be open to see what happens and allow it. Because you never know. Like that might be the one that introduces you to your millionaire investor. Like you never know. And
You
so
never know,
So just,
shawty.
and love on each other, black women. Like just love on each other. I be
And trust each other.
And say I love you. Why don't we tell our friends we love them?
I tell my friends
tell my friends all the time.
When you get off the phone, tell your friend I love you.
Yes.
Leave when you
When I
meet
got off the
each
phone
other.
with you this morning, what I say?
I love you. Tell your friends you love them.
Yeah, and just love on each other. If you don't know a black woman and you a black woman and y'all see each other on the street, do not roll your eyes. Look at her and smile.
Smile.
We can see it through the mask.
Yes, we can see it in your eyes if you
yes.
down or not.
Smile, giggle. If something funny happens, don't just be like, like giggle.
Tell her her hair cute.
Give her some
Girl, I like
grace.
your nails.
Look at them nails.
And you know she
give each
invested
other
in
their
them eyebrows.
space.
Tell her they cute.
I say it
Because she
every
paid a good
time.
$40 to get them done.
I tell people
And she
that
sat in the
every
mirror
time.
for an hour trying to get them bitches symmetrical.
That's
Okay?
it. Your
It
lashes.
takes a minute.
I love your braids. I'm quick to say it.
Yes.
Every time.
Especially if I'm drunk, I will follow you in the club.
Oh my
I just want to
God.
tell you, you fine.
So I just want to thank everybody for joining us, and you ladies have been more than amazing here. I really want to say you guys have been amazing. You can catch us on goldengirlspodcast.com. That'll get you to everywhere you need to be. We have our visual, we have our audio. You can check us on Thursday nights when we are live and we here talking with all our Facebook people. Shout out to everybody that was in our comments today and helping us out. And I just want to say thank you to everybody in podcast land, YouTube land, and wherever else. Thank you so much for being our friend, and we'll be back next week. See you.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.